of the senior team, I want to wish all of you a happy holiday, and more importantly, a healthy new year. Usually when we get up here, or when I get up here, I'm talking about competitors, and retention, and sales, and revenues, and all that stuff. But today, all I really want to do is thank all of you for two things. Some business things, and some things that have to do with our communities. On the business side, I'm sure you've been watching our results and the reaction we've gotten from Wall Street. So thanks to all the hard work and dedication of all of you and all of our associates all over the world, the company is really performing incredibly well. So I really appreciate that. I also want to give my appreciation to the folks who are working on all of the new innovation and product initiatives, because it's really beginning to get traction in terms of actual sales and actual results, but also it's getting us the kind of attention that we can all be proud of in the outside world. And then the last thing on the business side, I know that a lot of the people in this building were part of making this happen, making the dealer spin-off happen. I really appreciate all the hard work. That was a long road, many months of hard work, but it was very, very important to us strategically. If you think about the road we've been on, we've divested of the brokerage business, claims. The dealer was really the last really major divestiture to take us really back to the future to our core business. Not just payroll, but the whole HCM. We've always been in the business of providing services to our employers. That's really our core business. And this is going to give us focus, and I know that we're going to execute on this HCM strategy that we have, and I think we're getting really positive reception from the outside world. So I just wanted to thank everyone in this building. There's a lot of people who work very hard, very long hours, and a lot of weekends to make that happen by October 1st, and it's greatly appreciated. And then the second category I want to thank you for is related to the communities, to our communities, because the progress we've made in the last year alone, in terms of your involvement, what you're doing to give back to the community, and this is the time of year that we stop and think about those things, is really phenomenal. Whether it's building houses for Habitat, the blood drive that we just had recently, or teaching internet security in some of the schools here in New Jersey, we've really made an amazing amount of progress. And I'll give you a couple of statistics. One is that over the last year, the number of volunteer hours that all of you are providing back into the community has gone up by 21%. So that is having a real impact on our community. So thank you for that. And I know that even in a very, very tough economy, the contributions that you are all making through the foundation, some of it is through Rita's marketing and pushing, but you guys are the ones that have to dig into your pockets and share with people who are in greater need. And we just had a campaign, I think it was called Tuesday Giving, and 400 people participated, and we raised $130,000 for a charitable organization. So thank you for that as well. And so the last thing that I'll just say is that on both those topics, you guys are helping to continue the legacy of our founders. Because when you think about it, Henry was really a legend in terms of building a business that is today $10 billion, 50,000 associates global, from starting obviously with one client and one person. So continuing the great business success, I know he would be incredibly proud of all of you. And then Frank Lautenberg was an incredible person in terms of what he gave back in terms of service to his country and to his community. And I know that he would be very proud of everything that you guys are doing to give back to the community. And I'll leave you with one final little story to give you a little bit of a sense of pride to go home tonight with. I was in Washington, D.C. just last week, and I was talking to someone that was in the government, and I mentioned what company I was from, and he said, "Oh, ADP, Frank Lautenberg, he worked for you, right?" I said, "Well, yeah, he not only worked for us, he was one of our founders." And he said, "You know, I was walking along in Arlington National Cemetery the other day, and I was looking at the Kennedys' gravesite, and right close to them was Frank Lautenberg. He must have been an incredible person." So how's that for a story in terms of one of our founders? So we have a lot to be proud of in terms of what Henry and Frank did to really create the foundation for this company and create the culture that we have. And I really appreciate what you guys are doing, both on the business side and on the community side, to continue to live that legacy every day. Thank you very much. And then lastly, I have to say something about Josh Westman, another one of my predecessors, because we are in the Josh Westman atrium. So I don't know if Josh is here, because he might be here. I'm sure he'll raise his hand if he is. But Josh did some amazing things for the company as well, and it was only fitting that we redid this atrium in his honor. He probably would have never approved the expense, for all of you to know it. But the fact of the matter is, it looks fabulous. So I want to thank the facilities folks, Tony, the events people, everyone, because this is really something to be proud of in terms of the look of our building, and especially the decorations here at the holidays. So thanks for all of that effort as well. Again, my best wishes on behalf of not just me, but the whole senior team for happy holidays, and more importantly, a healthy new year to all of you and your families and all of your friends. Thank you very much. Enjoy the party.